Scorpio. Welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Scorpio. Also know this is a general read, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Scorpio, I will be speaking like I'm speaking about your person, but I could be speaking about you. Excuse my energy, you guys. I actually should not even be doing anything. I've definitely had a series of a panic attack over a week ago, so I'm still trying to slow down, and it's because I'm overworked. But it's hard to stay away from the readings. This actually brings me peace. So I can't do excessive because obviously taking in on energies is very difficult, but I'm going to be posting at a slow pace until I can really get myself back, okay? So this energy, Scorpio, I feel a combination of things, and I feel you guys put where the shoe fits here because there's a combination of insecurities, and it's because of the way someone else is operating. I think this is both an energy of two people doing it to each other. Doesn't necessarily mean you guys don't care, but someone is numbing their emotions, and I think it's out of sense of control. It feels like immature behavior. This is going to be slow to progress because there was a lot of Knight of Pentacles. And I also saw Empress, which I feel like someone's just kind of taking their power back, meaning someone just is not going to put up with the crap at this point. And, although someone is falling apart and feeling like despair, but I think someone's ego is like slightly feeling like they don't want you or the other person to move on because of their ego. So the first card that came out is forgiving and learning, and that's exactly what's going to be required here. So in this card, I don't always have to read, but when they call to me, I read them. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And I feel like this person, the person suffering the insecurities that creates these, I feel like they create situations either subconsciously or consciously, but out of fear. And so they kind of sabotage the moments. All right, so let's see what else for you, Scorpio. I mean, it's kind of naive. I feel like it's naively done, because they don't know how to. I'm getting this energy of they just don't know how to process their emotions any other way. This is a boxed person. And it doesn't, when we're boxed, it's not a negative thing. It just means we're not allowing ourselves to grow. We're not consuming information that serves us for growth versus to keep us there. So sometimes the things that keep us stuck are the friends, the family. It's the mentality and the consciousness of the people around you. So if they're giving you poor advice, then you're gonna play these games or use these tactics that aren't gonna serve the connection. So obviously forgiving and learning, getting to know each other, and true love. I feel like the getting to know each other is because it's like there's a lot of hiding. There isn't really, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I feel like you guys have to really talk about these things. And I think this is kind of a power trip for someone because if they numb their emotions, if they're hiding how they truly how they process emotions out of embarrassment, because I think also these emotions happen out of humiliation of what the other person is how they're going to perceive them. So again, it's the masking. I don't want them to see me this way, but then yet it's running through your minds. But guess what? There's no hiding that because your behavior is a pure reflection of it. So we have romantic feelings and flirt and attraction. So I do feel there's a lot of There's a lot of light energy, but it doesn't allow the connection to dive deep because of the issues that are involved. And again, it's the individual restrictions that kind of block and place a wall for true connection. So let's see. What do we got? We got 4. Okay. Oh my God. And there goes that ego. I'm telling you, ego, they're hiding. There's a mask for this 2 of Cups, soulmate energy. But you know, to gather, to really meet in the mind, because it's like they're causing their own resistance to, it's going to require patience. Again, I don't feel like it's a bad energy. So yeah, memories of love, because they do. You guys, it's either mutual, you're missing each other, but your person's definitely missing you. Ace of Swords, it's that communication, getting clear. It's just getting to know each other. The bond will only deepen when the things are clearly said. And the swords, the suit of the swords are the most difficult suit for a soul to transition, because it has to do with taking back our power with our voice and our mind, the things we absorb, the things that drive us nuts, the things that put us in the 10 of Swords, the things that puts us in the 5 of Swords to be defensive, the things that puts us in the 8 of Swords to self-sabotage, the things that puts us in the 9 of Swords that have us these sleepless nights. But with the Ace of Swords, is you triumph all those mental battles. And there's a need to triumph from those mental battles, yeah, for a new beginning in the Lovers. And this will, you know, the intent to me is here. Both parties have to be willing to really have honest conversations, you know, forgive, right? Because everything has to do with the healing. And really have this honest conversation and have no fear of being judged. Again, it's very, you guys have very light energy here. So it's surfaced, and it's, you guys need to dive deeper, right? As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen. So it's, you need to dive deeper, because there is an opportunity of love. You guys can harmonize this connection if wanted. All right, so let's see, Spirit, give me more on the 6 of Cups. Five of Pentacles. And yeah, they're missing you. 6 of Cups. They're feeling abandoned. They're feeling like they're not wanted. I also feel with this 5 of Cups is that they know they did their own doing. They know that they have to resolve their own emotions, which is why they have to forgive the past. I also feel like they know that you're not, subconsciously, I feel like this person knows that they're not really saying the things they need to say. Now, where I struggle with this 5 of Pentacles is how much ownership they'll have about it. Some people aren't ready for all that. So give me more on the 6 of Cups, please. 4 of Wands and the 9 of Swords, right? So again, the Swords energy, the things that need to be conquered, they actually want a commitment. 4 of Wands. They just tend to sabotage it because of this energy of just, you know, this person does not think highly of themselves. 2 of Cups in the bottom. I'm going to clarify a little more on this 5 of Pentacles here. I just feel this is an energy of an individual who comes across, right, this ego, the mask, but underneath feels this 5 of Pentacles. Give me more of this 5 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, their emotions. And 3 of Swords, the fears, 6 of Swords, they don't know how to harmonize. So they get into this imbalance of energy constantly, of the fear and trying to move away. I think they've been trying to work on this for themselves. Look at that. I mean, guys, look at how many swords. I just told you all the swords. What needs to be triumphed here is the mind and their voice to speak truth. We have 3 of swords, 6 of swords, 7 of pentacles, because it's like they wait and they kind of it's like they reap the same, what they sow, which is the same thing, which is all this swords. 5 of swords, 8 of swords, 4 of swords, and then the justice. Like, so clarifying this 5 of pentacles is the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this person goes into these emotions where deep down inside, this is what they actually feel. I also feel like it makes them, I'm going to clarify this Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, did I say Queen of Cups? Is this a Queen of Cups? Give me more on this Queen of Cups. They just don't know how to communicate these emotions and show them in a way that will obviously, yeah, gain them this new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, their true intentions. And it's out of fear, right? They want this new beginning. I think you guys can work this out. High Priestess, 4 of Wands, again. They secreted underneath it all. Underneath the fear, underneath the combative ways, underneath all of that, this person definitely wants this relationship. All right, give me more of this Ace of Swords, please, Spirit. Thank you. We got the 6 of Wands, the Chariot, and King of Cups. So more about emotions. So this person's emotions run deep. And because they run deep, again, they live in the mind. With the 6 of Wands and the Chariot here, they want to definitely make things better. They're very clear that you are the person they want to reconcile with. They know they have emotions, and they know that they have to take charge of conquer their own fears with the swords. They have to triumph all the swords, all the levels of swords they tend to sit in. So let's see this new beginning. Oh my God, Queen of Cups. Wow, you guys, so much emotions. Give me more of this new beginning. There's so much. This person's emotions are like drowning. 10 of Wands for this new beginning. They want this new beginning. 2 of Cups shows up again. They're thinking about it with the 4 of Swords. This does not leave their mind. And you guys have to talk about it, because I feel like this person definitely is going to rant in their own mind when they want to really release this and have a conversation. One party sometimes has to be bigger than the other. So if it means to kind of help the person navigate through their emotions in a compassionate way, because there's a lot about Queen of Cups, King of Cups. So this person has emotions. The mask is just a mask, but it's how to, I think what people need to understand about relationships, if we're going to dive into no one's perfect. If we're going to dive into relationships, we have to know what is our willingness to contribute to the connection, to also help the growth of the other person. Now, if you feel like, oh, this is too much for me, then this is a lot, this person's just overwhelming. I don't even know why you clicked on the video to begin with, because if you're overwhelmed, then you don't care about this person, right? And there's no need. There's no need to even think about it. You're done. That's the way I see it. You're done. Because detachment, when you're in the spiritual journey, you learn, once you elevate to this level of understanding what detachment is, you tend to own your standards of what you allow in your life, and not in an arrogant way, because I can still be very compassionate towards a person like this. But if it's something that I'm not willing to process, or that I feel, you know, they need growing time, then we release them. But, you know, sometimes I see in the comments that people want to be so negative towards people, but then I just don't understand, you know, like, what's the point of hearing something that triggers you about the wrongs of someone else? I think these are deep questions we have to ask ourselves. So, all right, so let's see. I want to clarify. I already clarified this Queen of Cups. She's showing up again. Let's get this Ten of Wands, Spirit. Give me more on this Ten of Wands. Yeah, they fear this is over, the world, but they want to start over. So they don't want this to end. To them, this is unfinished business. Again, this King of Swords in the bottom, and I feel this is their detached ways, but they need to like conquer that. I also feel like they think that you're going to be in this King of Swords energy. You know, maybe Scorpio, you have a way of making this person feel intimidated, and you know, that is a Scorpio way. I mean, I want to give thanks to the subscriber who commented the other day, who said I call out Scorpio's ways, you know, because she said no other tarot readers. And you know what, it's not about seeing, all signs have light and shadows. I don't do tarot for gaslighting, and I'm going to say this again, and I feel like for Scorpios are always so strong, because out of every element, there's a sign that is the most stubborn. And out of the water signs, you definitely are Scorpio. And you guys can disagree. I'm not saying it's stubborn, and I'm not saying you're closed-minded, you're tarot. I'm a Scorpio moon. People love me. You know, the depths of a Scorpio I can comprehend. But when Scorpio lives in their shadow, and, you know, it can definitely affect other people, you know, and bruise other people's egos. And I'm not sure if that's the outcome you want, you know, despite of what the other person is, because if this is about the evolution of our own soul to elevate, to be better people, then this is how, that is part of the evolution of the soul, is how do you still show compassion, but yet own your standards, and yet communicate it in a compassionate way and say, hey, you know, you're great, but you know what, I'm not in alignment right now in this space, and I think you need to go process your emotions. I think we do well, but you know, sometimes this energy exhausts me. So I'm gonna have to really step away from this connection. And you know, if you know, I hope you heal. I hope you do well. And if that's the case, but see, not everybody has that. That is mature spiritual maturity. That is maturity of understanding detachment, because there's no fear in saying those words, because you're not attached to the outcome. You're not attached to needing them, right? You're not going to feel abandoned. You know, there's plenty of soulmates and other people you're going to align, and you've crossed paths with this person, but do know that this person has learned something with you, which is the benefit of the crossing of the path. Now, if it became toxic, you know, we are also contribution to how toxic things elevate too, because we can easily have these hard boundaries, and as an empath that I am, you say stop, no, I don't go further than this, and then that's it. It doesn't go further than that. It doesn't become any more toxic than that. Like, I don't allow toxic energies in my life. So side note, I just feel like, you know, this is an energy of a person you're probably going to have to work a little bit with, and if you're not willing to do it, you know, then it's going to require this conversation to reveal your deeper innermost selves in a compassionate way, but also to release it in a compassionate way and own it, not keeping the door open. Because then I notice this is the world we live in. People like to keep doors open, and now that's toxic. That to me is toxic, because it's like, just close the door. There's no attachment. Close the door. All right, so this person obviously feels there's unfinished business. They thinking about you. You know, they do see you in a very serious manner, I feel. So let's see this harmony. Maybe more on the Lovers, Spirit. Thank you. You know, out of all the signs, like I said, my most difficult signs are always Scorpio, Aries, from the fire sign, Virgo, from the earth sign, and from air. I will say air doesn't, Gemini is the only one that may experience levels of toxicity, but the other signs don't. Libra is always the easiest. Libra is such a flow energy. It's such an easy energy to be in when I'm in Libra. All right, you guys. So here we have High Priestess and the Nine of Cups, clarifying the Lovers. So this person's holding on to you. They feel a deep connection with you. You are what they want. You do emotionally do it for them. Because of this High Priestess, I feel like they're just not sharing. And I feel like there's more to find about this person than the egotistical part. So once you guys get past the ego aspect, right? The kind of toxic ego or the unhealthy ego. Let's not say, because I don't think this person's purely toxic, but the ego that holds them back. There's depths. With the High Priestess, there are depths here. So Spirit, give me more on this not High Priestess, please. Why is the High Priestess? We've got King of Wands and Two of Pentacles. So there are depths here with this person. Now, they hold back, I feel, with sharing of themselves. And King of Wands can be very egotistical too, right? We had Leo. So you guys could be dealing with a strong Leo. You got Pisces, Gemini here. Water signs, for sure, right? So you could be dealing with another water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But this is a person who definitely holds back, right? So in the underneath all this exterior and tough energy and like, I got it together and, you know, smooth King of Wands kind of energy, you know, where it's almost like effortless to be a King of Wands because of the way they show their characteristics. But there are depths here. There are definitely depths here. And this person definitely, you know, I think they go back and forth, their own, back and forth. Two of Swords and this detached energy as the Queen of Swords. They go back and forth with how much they want to show you. Okay, more of this Nine of Cups. And yeah, Four of Pentacles, again, showing up. They're not gonna, you got it 2 times. They don't want to let you go. This person, they don't want to let you go. They really don't. This to them is not done. So Spirit, what is the blockage here? What is the blockage here? This has resolution in their mind. So go outside, breathe, and escape traps of the mind. Nature nurtures. Yeah, the traps of the mind. So once things resolve within their mind, and I think both, and I think once you both understand how to communicate, because I think the issue is how you're communicating. That's why forgiving and learning is important. Learn and be present versus talking about the past, and then get to know each other. There are deeper things about each other that you guys are not really talking about because it's been so surfaced. And cord cutting, cut cords daily to people and situations draining you. You know, there are probably outside influences here that probably do prevent, and isn't that what I said earlier? You guys, sometimes when I channel, and I know my brain is a little off today, but I feel like it could just be like you know, how other people interact, and this is what makes them think a certain way. Oh, it's that boxed energy that I was explaining, where the cord here, the situations, there's no growth outside of a certain mentality, a certain consciousness. So let me see this cord cutting here. Spirit, give me more on this cord cutting. Yeah, Three of Cups. It's their people. It could be family too, right? A way of thinking, you know, that kind of interferes with how they see and perceive relationships. And they need to find their own way, obviously. Stop taking advice from other people, you know, that don't serve them. So Spirit, what is the untold message of the heart of this person? What does this person want Scorpio to know? Freedom. I can't be tied down right now. I have too many interests. I feel this is a combination of freedom. I don't think it's the interest. It's probably the friends. So maybe your person does have too many influence with Three of Cups. Now, if they have lingering energies, you guys, it's possible, because we're in a world where people don't know how to close doors. And this is why I give my readings the way I do, because I'm treating the consciousness to at the level it's at. And my readings are only for, it's why my channel is so small, because it's not a consciousness we all live in. No one wants to really heal. We like the toxic stuff. So we go to those other tarot readers, right? That will dig in and will, let's say this person is this, they're toxic, they gave you an STD. I'm not about that. That's just dumb. But I'm not gonna knock them. You know why? Because as a spiritual, you know, teacher and having these gifts, there's a responsibility. If they feel that they need to help those in those consciousness, so when they decide to finally see, because a lot of times it's a mirror, and at some point the mirror that's being shown to you, you're going to be like, I don't really want to do this anymore. And that's a good thing, because that's when you shift to a different type of energy and a different type of frequency of a reader. So, you know, this person could be dealing with other people. I really do feel, you know, they do have stuck ways, but they're about this connection. They've got to cut cords. You know, but this is not the only person who suffers this. You know, this person, the world suffers this. You know, it's so many times I see even in the comments where, oh yeah, I found someone else. You know, this person is my past, but it's almost like, well, if you really found someone else, then why do we care about the past, right? Why are we giving the past any energy? And that's because we have not cut cords. And that's what it is, energetically too. So Spirit, give me more. In the very near future. So we have timing here. So this person definitely has to clear away, I think, the noise. There might be a lot of noise in their outside surrounding. And it doesn't change how they feel about you. I don't feel that. But this person, and maybe that's where the ego is. Maybe these conversations happened, right? Where they're not willing with this ego, strength, Leo energy, not willing to hear yet, right? Out of ego. They're not willing to hear that maybe what you're asking. So again, it's not allowing them to understand where you're coming from. So Spirit, give me more on this energy. Guidance for some meditation here, Scorpio. Take some time out to focus and be silent. Calm your overactive mind and become one again with your soul. The answer you seek will come to you when you are at peace with yourself. You know, and there's a lot about spending time in nature. So there's a lot to kind of meditate and reestablish our standards. And like I said earlier, you know, maybe this is not the energy for you. And this is where you get to establish and raise that standard. But in a compassionate way. We don't need to be cruel to people. If they're just not our energy, they're not our energy. You know, and that's that. But again, that is only mastered once you're healed and used in a way that it's not egotistical. It's used in a way that we understand that each soul has their own journey. And I'm just not, this is as far as I come to the journey with this soul. All right. One more guidance for Scorpio, please. Yeah, illumination. Light from flames will begin to illuminate everything around you, revealing how things truly are. That's what I'm saying. Like, there are things that I feel the Scorpio energy has to allow to illuminate right now. Things are being revealed, and sometimes the way things are truly are is not how we think them to be. And I say this from the ego perspective, you know, the unhealthy, because the ego is here to protect us. But when we operate out of pride, and then it feeds our unhealthy ego, our shadow sides, then we can continue to create these flames and the dark cloud which doesn't allow the illumination. And at this point, this is a good illumination, because maybe a simple conversation and ownership of where you're at in life in a compassionate way will help this person see where you are, and maybe it doesn't work for you. And believe it or not, those doses of truth help other souls grow, because you have become an example to what healthy relationships look like, healthy exchanges look like. And that's really my goal here on this channel. So my Scorpios, I love you. And this isn't personal, you know, but you know, Scorpios are never the easiest, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm a Scorpio moon. I don't really give a crap. I don't care about the toxicity. I care about the love. I care about the sharing and the growth. So I'm here for the growth. If you're not here for the growth, then that's okay. You know, you will need time for that. So I love you. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoy my frequency. But remember to live always relentlessly at striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message.